What's up, guys? We're here at the shop tonight. Now I'm going to show you guys a very important, informative lesson. If you ever have heating problems or something with this style dryer with this filter on the top right hand corner, this is a Maytag Whirlpool dependable design. They've been running this design since the 70s. At least since the 70s, maybe even 60s. But this particular machine is one of our bread and butter in-home machines. Now I got 4 of them right here. But say you have no heat or, taking long, so on and so forth, but no heat. We're going to focus on no heat. Say you have no heat. I'm going to show you guys what to check on the back of one of these guys. This one here is an electric. That one there's a gas. I will show you how to check with a meter these fuses here, and your heating element. When I have another gas here, I will also show you what to check on gas. Here, let's get into it. For starters, let's check out this electric. Here's your heating element down here. Okay. This is called the high limit thermostat. This is not the main cycling thermostat. This is the high limit thermostat. Here's your 2 connections for your heating element. Okay, you're going to want to check continuity between the heating element right here. See here? You're going to check continuity here and down here on this terminal. That'll tell you if that thermostat is good. If you have continuity, you're okay. You're going to check continuity between these 2 right here. If you have continuity there, you're good on your heating element. Up here, this is the high limit cutoff, thermal cutoff. Now, if this machine gets too hot or the element shorts out, this will go bad. This will pop open. This is also supposed to have continuity between these 2 points. Okay, if you have continuity, if you have connection between these 2, this is good. If it's bad, you will not. Again, bad, you will not have continuity. Again, bad, you will not have continuity here. Here, we have another thermal fuse. This here, most machines, this controls the motor. Okay, if your machine does not want to start, it does not immediately mean it is the motor. It most of the times is this. When you have a bad venting, when you have clogged or bad venting, this will blow out. This is not resettable. You have to replace these. These are very cheap parts. This part here is Whirlpool WP3392519. Very common part. I have these in bulk because I go through them so much. Again, you check continuity between these two connections right here with a meter. I will show you guys how with a meter. Okay? Here's your main cycling thermostat down here. Here's your wires going to your heating element. Okay? And these 2 here control the actual what's called heat cycling. When this machine gets up to temp, say 160 degrees, it might be 155 depending on the model. If it gets around, there, give or take, what this will do is this will open, allowing this heating element to shut off. That way, the heat can come down in temperature. And then whenever it hits a certain point, this will close again. These 2 wires will connect, and this will start heating again. it'll turn the heating element on again. That's how this works. Okay, it is a cycling thermostat. It does heat cycles as a healthy machine will do. Here, I'm going to grab my meter here. Now this one here is a UEI meter, clamp meter. Now if your meter does not have continuity, you can test for ohms. I'm going to show you how to do both. Here, okay. This meter is finicky, but it's never let me down. It's finicky to turn on. Okay, here's OL, open loop. We're on ohms, okay. We're gonna test with ohms. Just so I can show you, because most meters have this. Now say you have, bear with me here because I only have one hand. Say you have an open loop. This will show on any of these elements if any of these are bad. OL. Now what you do is, if they're good, you will either get a 0 reading or reading in between there. Like see, this one here will have 9 ohms. That's between both contacts. Okay. Open loop, as you can see. Closed. Open. Closed. Now, here what we're going to check first. We're going to set my meter right here. What we're going to do is I'm going to go for the culprit, the #1 culprit of no heat and machine not turning on. We're going to test here and here. Okay. Oh, look at that. Hold on. Let's make sure I got that right. Oh, my meter jumped. This is very hard to do with one hand, honestly. Okay, we're on it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. You get the idea of how open loop will work. This is honestly very tough to do with one hand. I am going to do what I call, oh, there it is. Ta-da, this one's good. Okay, now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here and come on, focus. There we go. Oh yes. Okay, here and here. Okay. What I'm gonna do, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch this continuity beep test because it's just easier. Okay, I have switched my meter to beep test continuity. What this will do is when I tap these two together, it'll beep. That'll tell me my machines are good, or my parts are good. This is how I normally test them because it's just easier. Look at this. There we go. That is so goofy. You know what? I'm probably gonna end up changing that just because it's so squirrely. Here. We got a beep here. Beep here. These don't normally go bad. Okay. Now these two purples will not beep because it's a resistor. It will not show continuity. You have to ohm them out. This normally ohms out between the two. This normally ohms between 7 and 4 ohms. If it shows continuity between those, if it shows 7 to 4 ohms, you're okay. Let's move on to the element. Okay. Element, we're going to tap these two together. Ta-da! We got good element. Yes, this is the casing. It will do that. You don't want this. Say this. It better not do it. It probably won't. So say you go to this terminal, to the casing. No beep, that's good. That means it's not grounded. You don't want it grounded. Anyway, let's move on Excuse my... Okay. We're going to go from this terminal here, because this goes into the thermostat. And then we're going to tap there. Okay, we've got a good high limit thermostat. We're good here. All right, now, last piece we're going to look at here is this one. Okay. We have this piece and this piece. Look at that, we got a beep. That means everything on this dryer is good to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this sucker back together later, and we will be ready. This thing's already cleaned out, ready to go for the next customer. I'm going to put that duct, which is nice and clean, I got that all clean. That duct will go back on here. 4 screws go there, and then 2 screws hold it in from the top, the Phillips. And then this thing will be good to go. We'll put the back panel on, all 1/4-inch screws. Here. Let's go over to this gas model. This gas model will run the same deal. Okay, it's a little bit different heating thermal fuse up here, but it's the same premise, same stinking thing. That's what you're gonna get. Okay, again, let's test for beep. Beep beep. Yep, we're good. All right, we're gonna check here and here. All right, we got a beep. That's good. All right, we're gonna do over here, down here. I have. Oh, look at that. I'm getting nothing. And what I do is I kind of scratch the terminals a little, try and get some good contact on them. Okay, now I have something, right? It might be because these are old. Again, I might change this one too. Okay, go here, here. Now we have something. Okay, it does not matter if you pull these off and test it. Okay, as long as you get, look at that. Boingo, boingo. All right, we're good there. Make sure you put these back on, because if you forget these will short against the casing and they will pop a breaker or blow something else out. Ask me how I know. To interrupt myself real quick, if these do go bad, do not jump these together, because if something happens and this doesn't pop because your venting is blocked and your dryer catches on fire, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble. This is a safety mechanism. This is not meant to be jumped out. Do not jump this one out, and do not jump this one out. If you jump these two out, big trouble. Big trouble. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. We've got here. All right, beepity beep. All right, and then what I'm gonna do, again, I'm gonna switch this to ohms. This meter's goofy, but it works. Voltage, ohms. And then we're gonna go from here to here. Okay, see that? And look at that, what'd I tell you? 7 ohms. You're okay. Very rarely do these go bad. Very rarely do those go bad. They can, and I've seen them go bad, but it's very rare. That is a gas dryer. Same premise. This is how you check the thermal fuses on the back. You can't just go willy-nilly and guess, okay, well, it might be this, maybe that. Get yourself a meter and check it out. Had a coworker who would call me, oh, what do you think it is? These thermal fuses here, there, blah, blah, blah. I said, buddy, get your meter. If you don't have a meter, don't call me. He stopped calling me after that. He knows better now. But that's that. Now, over here on a gas dryer, say you have no heat on a gas dryer on the front. Here's another thing you can check. You have these guys down here. On a gas dryer, here's your igniter. Okay? Now, these won't read continuity. What these will do is read an ohm resistance. You have to ohm those. what we're going to do, set the ohms, open loop. Now this might be tough to do. I might have to put the phone down for this one. Look at that. 72.4. That means there is continuity there. So that is good. I don't know what the exact ohms of one of those should be, but as long as you're seeing ohms and not like some tiny ass number like 1 or something like that, you know that's good. Not common for these to go. It takes age for those to go. These go. Now normally I don't even check these because these guys will tell you when they're bad. Like say, like I'm not even, I should show you guys how to do this, but I'm gonna show you a little trick. When you get one of these dryers, there's a little pure hole right here. When you pop this open, you look in there. What they'll do is they will glow. What they'll do is you'll hear 2 clicks. Okay? This will start glowing. You'll see it. And then you'll hear the click. The gas will come through. And it will right through. After so many cycles of on and off, these coils will actually heat up and not want to close. What these coils are is are magnetic coils. What they do is they pull up little plungers here that let the gas flow through from here. The first one opens up, allows this to work, allows everything to jive, and then once this glows, this flame sensor will see that, send a signal back, open this coil, and allow the gas to go. When they go bad, after a few cycles, what they will do is they will sit there. It will glow. Okay, you'll hear the 2 clicks. It will glow and say you're really bright. And then the glow will just go ooh, like that and dim out. That is a telltale sign, a very telltale sign that these gas valve coils go bad. 279834 or MSCA 700. These are very common to go bad in old machines. Now, I just replaced these. These are 2026s. When you have a brand, say those have never been replaced in their life, what they will do is there's a number on the top of these coils. It's a big string of numbers. And the string of numbers, the first 2 numbers on that coil will tell you the year of those coils. That will actually even tell you the year of this machine. Now this machine here, this was a 2002, this machine. Now it's got 2026 coils in it. It'll be good for a long time. Here we've got rollers, good and clean. Spinny rollers, good. And those are the things that you need to look at with these particular style dryers. These are the easiest dryers to ever work on if you know what you're doing, if you know what to look for. And this is what I'm trying to show you guys, that you do not have to throw away a dryer for a silly little thermal fuse, because a lot of times that thermal fuse will be bad, and it's because this duct coming down here needs cleaned and your venting needs cleaned. Always check your venting. Always make sure it's clean and clear. Get a lint eater from Lowe's. It's a brush on a drill or on a few sticks. You put on your drill, right up the vent, and you turn the dryer on, blow it all out. That's things to look for. That is things to look for these old Whirlpool dependable dryers, as I call them. And that's pretty much it. A lot of times it'll almost never be a timer. I have had it be a timer, but the chances of it being an actual timer are slim to none. The chances of it being this switch, slim to none. Oh, another thing, one last thing I want to tell, one last thing you guys should check. is this door switch. This one's good. Got a little click. But you also want to check this for continuity. Again, close the door, set your meter to ohms or beep, okay? And then you want to test. There are 3 terminals on these guys. I'm not going to crack this thing open to show you, but there are 3 terminals on these guys. Sometimes there's only 2. But what happens is the outer terminals on these switches are the ones you want to check. When your door's closed, when you check these 2 outer terminals, what they will do is they should beep out or ohm. You should see an ohm reading of some sort, whether it's 0, 1, 2, whatever. That will tell you that switch is good. When you open the door, this connection will be broken and you get nothing. The third, now say you have those 3 connections. The third connection is for the light. Some switches have them, some don't. It's not a big deal. They are interchangeable. You can change the switches that don't have the light connection. Your light just won't work. But the switch will work. That's all I got for you guys tonight. I hope that this video was informative for you guys. That way, if you have a problem with your Whirlpool Maytag top filter style dryer, you can get into it and know what to look for. Know what to look for so that way you don't have to throw away a perfectly good dryer. Good night, everybody.